All right, everybody, we are live.
Okay, thank you. All right, good evening, everyone. I will now call to order Apex Town Council special meeting for Thursday, March 11, 2021. And of course, the purpose of this meeting is to take action on public hearing items from our last council meeting held on Tuesday, March the 9th. Before we move forward, let's do a quick roll call attendance. When I call your name, please respond with "here" for my council. All right, Mayor Pro Tem Dozier.
Here.
Thank you. Council Member Killingsworth.
Here.
Thanks. Council Member Gant.
Here.
All right, and Council Member Stallings.
Here.
Thank you. And Council Member Mahaffey.
Here.
All right, we have full council. All right, with that, we'll go ahead and roll into we have a total of 4 public hearing items. And we'll start with public hearing 1. Our Director of Planning and Community Development, Diane Ken, if you would please just give us a quick, again, just reviewed annexation 707, which is a possible motion to adopt an ordinance on the question of that annexation.
Yes, thank you. So this annexation is requested on Lufkin Road. It's between the church and the Sheets. The zoning actually has been in place since 1998. They are requesting annexation to get town water and sewer. So we do recommend approval. Be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions from council? All right, thank you very much. All right, with that, we'll go ahead and open up public hearing for this item. And are there any recorded comments?
The public hearing was closed, I believe, on Tuesday night.
Okay, all right.
There were no new comments. I'm sorry, that's what you're asking. There were no new comments.
All right, thank you so much. All right, with that, then we'll close this public hearing item, and I will refer to actually lead it back to council for further discussion, if necessary, leading to a possible motion to approve.
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion to approve. Stallings.
Okay, thank you. All right. Motion
Second, Gant.
All right, second, Gant. Any discussion? All right, with that, we'll take a vote on the item. If you approve, it'll be indicate by saying aye. Opposed, no. All right, Mayor Pro Tem Dozier.
Aye.
Thank you. Council Member Killingsworth.
Aye.
All right, Council Member Gant.
Aye.
All right, Council Member Stallings.
Aye.
And Council Member Mahaffey.
Aye.
All right, thank you. That passes unanimously. All right, we'll move now to public hearing number 2. Ms. Amanda Bunce, and that is public hearing and possible motion regarding an amendment to the Unified Development Ordinance related to Resource Conservation Area in North Carolina certified sites. So thank you.
Yeah, so just a refresher, the purpose of this amendment is to set a cap on the amount of RCA that's required in developments in North Carolina certified sites. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. We did not receive any additional public comment on this item.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Bunce. Any questions from council? Okay, with that, I will open up public hearing and no additional comments, so we'll close public hearing and back with council for further discussion leading to a possible motion to approve.
This is Councilmember Killingsworth. I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there a second?
This is Dozier, I'll second.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, with a second. Further discussion? All right, roll call vote. All in favor indicate by saying aye and opposed no. Mayor Pro Tem Dozier.
Aye.
Thank you. Council Member Killingsworth.
Aye.
Thank you. Council Member Gant.
Aye.
Thank you. Council Member Stallings.
Aye.
All right, thank you. And Council Member Mahaffey.
Aye.
All right, thank you. That passes unanimously. All right, we now move to public hearing number 3, and this is Ms. Shannon Cox. And this is public hearing and possible motion regarding proposed amendments to the Thoroughfare and Collector Street plan map related to the site known as Cash Corporate Center, south of Production Drive. and Burma Drive and north of Pristine Water Drive. Ms. Cox, are you there?
I do not see Shannon in the meeting.
I apologize. She is not able to attend, and so the items that were before you included the Cash Corporate Center and the New Hill All Chapel Road rezoning. Excuse me, transportation plan amendments. And so if you have any questions, be happy to answer them. There were no new comments.
Okay, thank you. So with that, we will open up public hearing. No additional comments. With that, we'll close public hearing. And any questions from council? And then, of course, further discussion lead to a possible motion to approve. All right, Mr. Gant.
Just to clarify, are we? Ms. Ken mentioned both things. Or we're only doing one at a time. We're doing the Cash Corporate one first, and then we're doing because I do have a question about the New Hill Olive one, but
Yep, that's correct.
Later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Public hearing number 3. Yeah, thank you.
I'll make a motion, we approve public hearing number 3, Stallings.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Stallings. Is there a second?
Killingsworth, second.
All right, Killingsworth, second. Further discussion? All right, all in favor indicate by saying aye. Opposed, no. Mayor Pro Tem Dozier.
Aye.
Okay, Council Member Killingsworth.
Aye.
All right. Council Member Gant.
Aye.
Council Member Stallings.
Aye.
All right, and Council Member Mahaffey.
Aye.
Okay, that passes unanimously. All right, now to public hearing 4. Public hearing and possible motion regarding proposed amendments to the thoroughfare and Collector Street plan map along and in the vicinity of New Hill Olive Chapel Road near Old US 1 Highway. And Ms. Ken said there are no additional comments. We'll open up public hearing for this item now and then close it. And it's back to council for discussion, leading to a possible motion to approve. Okay, Councilmember Gant.
Thank you, Mayor. So I, assuming this passes, I seriously believe that we need to think about the land use probably west of New Hill Olive Chapel going forward, if this is going to be a 2-lane road and a at-grade crossing. So I would like maybe request or suggest staff that we have a conversation about that, maybe in the planning committee. I'm not sure exactly the venue, but I think we need to think about this. If this passes, we need to think about this long term in this area.
Okay. Thank you. Any other comments, questions? All right, Mayor Pro Tem Dozier.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilmember Gant, do you feel comfortable with having the vote this evening, or do you think you would like to deal with this item, with planning committee? What's your pleasure there? Just
to be clear, I think if we do this, then we need to take some more actions. I think that the 2-lane road and the at-grade crossing, I don't believe they will long-term come without consequences, and planning for that with subsequent actions potentially is what my request. So I don't know exactly. I'm not sure it's necessarily going to be like, it needs to be like really soon, but I think there just needs to be, maybe in consultation with the Southwest Wake folks, and just a cause and effect. We do this, what is going to be the impact, and what actions going forward do we need to take related to it?
Okay. All right, thank you. Councilmember Killingsworth.
Just a kind of comment and maybe a question. I'm assuming that your concern going forward with this and possible changes have to do with density along this this road and further development in this area.
That if that's toward me, that's correct. And I know this New Hill area in the land use map has some commercial. I think the blue and the red categories and the stripes. I'm not exactly sure. We saw that picture in the last meeting, but intensity of commercial and office at that intersection, and also nearby density of residential is the two things I think would be worth discussing further, assuming this passes.
I definitely think it's worth having that conversation for sure.
Okay, Councilmember Mahaffey.
Thank you, Mayor. I guess to follow up on what Councilmember Killingsworth said, I'm not sure what density changes my colleague had in mind. Looking at the land use map, to the west of this area already is low density, one of the few remaining low density areas we have left, and then it's surrounded by rural density, which is 1 unit per 5 acres. So it's already pretty good. And I think my impression from our presentation on Tuesday was that the purpose of this change was less about the land use in the surrounding area and more about commuters and other areas from a regional point of view coming through, using this as a route to RTP.
Well, the reaction I would have that is I agree. It's I think it's definitely needs to be a regional discussion. I don't know if we can necessarily ask our neighbors like in Holly Springs and wherever to make changes themselves if we don't also do likewise. And what I have in mind potentially is something, I don't know exactly how it would look, but potentially west of Jordan Point would go back to that one per 5 acre is the first thing that comes to mind, which may or may not be a good idea, but I think a discussion related to whether that's a good idea or not, and whether that would make any difference or not is kind of what I'm thinking.
All right, any other discussion on it? All right, Councilmember Stallings.
I just wanted to ask Ms. Ken, did you want to weigh in, Ms. Ken, based on the comments from council? Do you have any other comments maybe that you would like to share?
I don't have any additional comments. I think that staff's presentation on Tuesday kind of spoke for itself. I think these changes are needed, and if you all would like us to look at the land use, we certainly can do that. I do think that during the presentation, it was really more about the regional commuter traffic, but we're happy to look at land use. I understand what Mr. Gant's talking about at the intersection of New Hill Olive Chapel Road and South Salem Street. There's substantial office and commercial striping, which was more than this area can support. It was former council member who was interested in that. I think it's fine to revisit it.
Thank you. I appreciate all of your comments, and I think we all want to be as thoughtful as we can, moving forward, and as planful as we can moving forward. And, we know from our recent citizen survey that we just heard recently, growth in traffic and infrastructure are our biggest concerns from our residents, and just keep that in mind moving forward. And I think we will, but I think this is just a call to do that.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Mahaffey.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve alternative number 1.
All right, motion to approve alternative number 1.
Second, Gant.
Second, Gant. Right. Any discussion on the motion? Second. All right, hearing none, we'll take a vote now. All in favor indicate by saying aye, opposed no. Mayor Pro Tem Dozier.
Aye.
Okay. Councilmember Killingsworth.
Aye.
Right. Councilmember Gant.
Aye.
Right. Councilmember Stallings.
Aye.
Right. And Councilmember Mahaffey.
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. And that was the last item on our agenda. So with that, if there are no further business, we are adjourned. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Aye.